It's save before you talk to people.
Hello there.
It always helps.
Well, you must be Adam Jensen.
A keen observation.
Mrs. Reed told me you might pay me a visit. And don't take this the wrong way, but you're kind of hard to miss.
I'll try to take that as a compliment. She told me you might have information regarding Megan Reed's case and the attack on Seraph headquarters.
Oh boy, what a mess. Total pissing match. We had the feds on our ass, orders from 3 different departments, and pressure from so many lobbyists it felt like being the scrawny new kid in a prison shower.
It is a very high-profile case. Mrs. Reed said you thought some procedures were overlooked.
You got that right. I mean, you know how it is. Mrs. Reed told me you used to be a cop. There's always cases where you see the lazy officers taking shortcuts. But this was different.
Different how?
Too much stuff got overlooked. People seemed way too eager to jump to conclusions, and every time I was remotely insistent, I got turned down by ranking officers. People wanted to bury this thing fast. That's never a good sign.
Surely you have something more substantial than this.
Yeah, well, that's where you come in. I got a couple of leads I could never fully investigate. I started poking around, but these government-type agents just gave me the creeps. I got scared. Months away from retirement, I didn't want to fuck things up. But you obviously have the means to get to the bottom of this.
So what have you got?
First off, there's a rumor that the order to close the investigation came from higher up, maybe even outside the local department. Anything like that would have passed through Captain Penn. There might be traces of this left on his office computer.
Guess I'll have to pay a visit to the local precinct.
Well, while you're there, there was an officer assigned to the case, Chet Wagner. He's not what you call a choir boy. And when he suddenly got brought on the case, I got suspicious. Somebody wanted him there. And I'm pretty sure he tampered with some of the evidence. You should talk to him. Find out what he knows.
Okay, I'll have a little chat with Officer Wagner.
You'll most likely find him in the lobby. He got retrograded from his conduct, and he takes depositions now. He won't budge easily, but I'm pretty sure you can find some dirt on him on his desktop. His office is on the 3rd floor. You might find something there to help loosen up his tongue.
Anything else worth looking into?
Yeah, when the order came down to close the case, the bulk of the evidence was stashed in a storage locker. Maybe you can find some interesting stuff in there. It's on the alley right next to the station. The code is 4891. But I know an outside agency had access to that locker, so be careful.
Thanks for the heads up.
Bah, it's nothing. And, please, don't bother coming back here with details. Don't get me wrong, I'm glad to help. But the less I know about this case, the better I'll feel.
Wow. Proper spooked, isn't he? Do we really care about any of this? I mean...
You said an outside agency may have tampered with the storage locker. What did you mean by that?
Well, I've seen, I've heard that government agents may have locked up some of the more sensitive evidence in a safe inside the locker.
Come on, Chase. What are you not telling me?
Damn it. Okay, listen. I snooped around that locker before and found the safe code. But I kinda got caught by one of those guys. He knows I know, Jensen. If I give you the code, they'll know I talked. Call me negative, but I can't think of a nice outcome to that.
Okay. I mean, I don't really care now.
That's all I need.
Bye. See you, mate. Onward. I mean, it's nice that he gave us information, but... it's a pain in the arse that... Yes, I mean, the whole point of that is he's basically saying if you go in there... Are you having a piss, mate? I really want to press Q on him to knock his ass out. I better not do that. Yeah, so the locker that you go to is... I'm pretty sure it has, like, guys in black suits or something, and you have to knock them out. It's not the easiest thing to do. Yeah, some of these side quests are normally best left if you're doing a silent run. Only because some of them are super difficult to do for to not be caught. I remember being caught in the even in the outside in this hub will still count as you failing. So don't think that, oh, I'm not in a mission, I'm just walking around in a hub, or getting caught or killing won't matter. It actually does. Yeah. Don't be all like murder mayhem and think that it doesn't affect anything, but in fact it does. Which is oh, look at that! It didn't even detect me. What a scrub! And I got a worm for that. Nice.
Access granted.
Ah, perfect. One of these. Remember, one of these flats. This is the one I was talking about earlier with the mines. Yeah, you walk in there, it's insta death, and I think this is like a level 5, level 4. Got some good shit in there though. I mean, I'm not taking that gun. Thank you very much. So that will tell me the code. 1029. But I kind of don't want to use the code because that'd be wasting experience. And whatever's in here isn't really worth getting just yet. I think there's like a crossbow on the bed maybe and something else, but we could come back later. So what you want to do is I always close the door for places that I've been to that I've not actually, well, no, that I've not been into, so that I don't forget, basically. I mean, I can't, no. Yeah, I need 2 more. There is also praxis kits that are, scattered around the maps as well. I advise... level 5. I advise people to look online for like a guide where the praxis kits are, 'cause they are completely missable. You have to physically go out your way to get them. So we don't need to go on the exit. This leads you to the roof, doesn't it? Yeah. Well, you could probably jump over there, but I wouldn't chance it. So this is how you get out. If you can't get out the gate, you have to come up this way and drop it down. I mean, I could jump over there with my double jump, but there's no reason to. No. So we're looking for Tyndall's apartment, which is on the bottom floor. Really need to increase my sprint. Now, I'm pretty sure when you walk into this apartment, it triggers like a crackhead. And he comes in looking for Tyndall or something. So I know a little trick to make it so that you don't get caught by him, which is quite funny. I'll, Look at that, with just like extra 15% less detection rate, I can do these quite easily now without being caught. Crazy.
Access granted.
So, I've got a praxis kit as well. What you want to do is, before you interact with anything in here, is you want to take this fridge. I think putting the fridge in the door. I think you don't want to close the door because you need to be able to get out. I think like putting that there should stop him from coming inside. I think. Don't get me wrong. I could be completely lying out of my teeth, but yeah. So you normally hear a noise. It's kind of like a cymbal. It is. It sounds like a cymbal. I can't do it. I can't make noises like that. But you know when someone becomes like hostile. I mean, take all this shit. So let's do a quick save just in case. That's the. That's. I mean, it's nice that they give me the code for the gate that I need to open to get into this room. It really doesn't help, does it? There we go. See, look, the music changed. Reverb. Brian, you there? Yeah, Brandon's not good. Gotta keep a low profile. She's in pain. Neighbors are gonna complain. She needs new pause, please. So yeah, he's basically selling neuropozyne to people who can't afford it over the counter. Do that. Pretty sure someone. There it is. But you can't get in because I put the fridge in the way. Smart. Look at him. He's got a bloody gun and everything. Little bastard does. Yeah, he normally comes in this room. It's quite jarring when you don't notice and you think, oh shit, you know. It's quite funny trolling enemies in this game. It's something that you do just because it's hilarious. Like, this guy can't get in here because he can't go through a fridge.
I don't feel good about this.
Never do I. There he is. Look at him. Frick. You crackhead, you're gonna fucking get my gun in a minute.
Hey, anyone there?
You're just hearing things, lad. Why don't you come into this this normal, non-suspicious room?
Doesn't make sense. I know something was there.
Dickhead. Couldn't score as much last week. I'm all out and doing this. So this guy, he came here to get your shit. Came to steal from him. A bell end. Gonna treat your body with the least respect. Rick. There you go. And that can be left open. Let's put a fridge there so just in case he gets any ideas. So that's that done. So now we need to find Tyndall. I think that was it for Tyndall. I mean, let me have a look. But my footage wasn't on Tyndall's computer. He's carrying it with him. Yeah. So it should be around here where the garage is. And you're lucky that I was there and he wasn't, or else that guy would have came in and murdered him. Look at this dickhead.
Jensen? What are you doing here?
I think you know why I'm here, Tyndall. I want Corella's security footage back.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm Seraph Industries' chief of security. I'm pretty sure I can find out about an edited security tape, so don't bullshit me.
Ah, shit. Listen, Jensen, I never wanted things to get this bad. I'm not a bad guy. I feel for Corella, I really do. But sometimes, for a good cause, you have to get your hands dirty.
Oh, there's a good cause now?
Oh, I see. You think I'm selling the stuff, right? I understand why this would seem like an obvious motive, especially to an ex-cop. But trust me, you shouldn't always take things at face value. I'm not selling the neuropozyne, I'm giving it away.
Giving it away? To who?
To the people who need it. You think everyone gets augmented by choice? No. Shit happens. And then what? You're saddled with neuropozyne injections for the rest of your life, and that shit costs money. But what choice do you have? Without the drug, you'll die. Rejection syndrome, crippling pain, that just ain't right. So I did the only decent thing to do. I stepped up.
I mean, it's nice that he's doing this, but I can't help but wonder how this is going to help people in the long run. I mean, how did they get augmented if they can't afford the neuropozyne shots? I don't get that. Surely, if, let's say, if God forbid I lose my arm, like, I wouldn't knowingly get a prosthetic limb, knowing that I'd have to then pay for medicine that costs ridiculous amounts of money, just so the limb doesn't become, I don't know, nerve damage and crippling pain or whatever the fuck that guy said. I would rather just have my arm taken off and just not have it replaced. I mean, surely that's the obvious answer as somebody who can't afford the drugs to keep your limb there. I don't understand how a person could be in a situation where they get augmented and then be in a situation where they can't afford the neuropozyne. I never understood that in this game. Surely there's not a hospital that goes around sticking augmented limbs on people without their permission. I mean, maybe they do. I mean, who knows? But you know full well that that neuropozyne costs probably more money than it needs to. So yeah, I can respect that, but I don't give a shit.
Whatever your reasons, Corella wants out, and it's his right. Blackmail is still blackmail. I won't leave without that footage, Tyndall.
I'll screw the footage. Right now, I've got 2 local pushers on my back because they say my philanthropic actions are undercutting their profit.
That's not your only problem. A gun-toting client was waiting for you in your apartment earlier.
Really? In my apartment? Shit, the dealers probably sent him. Tell you what, I'll deal with the client later. You take care of the dealers, and the footage is yours.
Okay, I'll help you out. But you better not be playing me.
You give me way too much credit, Jensen. I'm a security tech, not a hardened mobster. The 2 pushers go by the name PG and BK. They hang out in the alley near the basketball court. Just make sure they never bother me again.
Deal.
Okay, now this is something that's almost impossible to do without being caught. It's... Why can I talk to him again? I wonder if I could just knock him out and take the footage. Yeah. I can get it through... I'm guessing I could just knock his ass on the floor and loot him. But... Just the thing with this, some of these side quests, they don't gel well for people who are doing stealth runs, because they normally involve you needing to go into a crowd or a group of enemies and loot something or knock one out. It's these 2 here. Unfortunately, the best thing to do will be to buy oh shit. Is it reflex booster? Yeah. If you get reflex booster, you can take down 2 enemies in one go. It costs 2 Paraxis kits. It's not... I wouldn't buy it anytime soon because you don't really need to rely too heavily on takedowns, because my main goal is to not really need to take down 2 enemies at one time. Sometimes it's required, you know, if you want to get into an area. But it's like 2 points that I could be spending on something like my hacking, so I could get into places that I'm not supposed to. God damn it. Yeah, so the thing is, I'm not gonna be able to knock these guys out without one of them catching me. I think I could probably build a barricade, hide behind it, shoot one of them, and then knock the other one out. But the thing with this is it's like I said, you don't know if you've really been caught in this game. You can also throw, like, you can throw these bins at somebody. I don't think it knocks them out. I think it just pisses them off. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna trap them in here, like that. Is that gonna work? I mean, it's only a moment to find out.